see that exhibit. Bunch of changes for baseball and softball tomorrow, and we'll go over that again with the barking guy here in just a little bit. So it's just been kind of a crazy weekend. I'll tell you what really, and maybe I reacted wrong, and I don't know, barking guy, maybe you can kind of share this with me. Friday, as you know, we did the morning show from the Tunnel to Towers exhibit, right?
Yes.
And Mike and Tanner were there, and our guests came by, and we produced the show. And I think the only thing I had messed up was the first 10 minutes of audio on the Roswell station, and then we got that all worked out, and everything was fine the rest of the show, right? Then we had to finish up with that. Then I had to haul a trailer down to Carlsbad because we had a remote broadcast the following day in Carlsbad. So I needed to get the trailer, situated and parked and all that done. Then I came back to Artesia because we had the baseball doubleheader, as you know, that we broadcast on the radio and on the TV. And I had one helper with me, so we got the main computer set up. We got the radio stuff all set up. Everything was ready to go, and then we went out to get the outfield camera set up, get that all done. And originally, that game was supposed to start at 4:30, and it got pushed back to 5 o'clock, umpire issue or something like that. But originally, it was going to start at 4:30. So I neglected to change the start time on the stream. The stream was going to start at 4:30, and I didn't change it. I had a slide up on the screen, said Bulldog Baseball, and the radio station was playing. And at that time, it's Mark Levin, right?
Yep.
So we go out to set up the outfield camera. It's 106 degrees. We'd already done the morning show. We'd already done everything else that I just described. And I check my email, and somebody is blasting me for doing a horrible job because the video from the baseball game isn't working, and they're having to listen to the political of Mark Levin. And I got a little ticked off at that. I don't know that people really realize how much effort our crew goes through to get all this stuff out on the radio and out on the TV, and the hours that we put in and the work that we do and the dedication that we have from our entire crew. And I'm sorry, I didn't think of all the hundreds of things that we were doing that day to change the start time on the stream. I thought, some people are going to come to it thinking it's at 4:30, so I'll just let the stream go. And they can see the slide and they can hear the audio, and then as soon as the broadcast starts, then the broadcast will start. And it just really kind of made me mad after everything we had done on Friday. All the things that we had done. To get some email saying that we're a bunch of idiots and we don't know what we're doing because they didn't know the ball game started at 5 instead of 4:30, and they were having to listen to Mark Levin and see a slide for 25 minutes.
And if you listen to this show, you would know it was at 5 o'clock.
Yeah. So I kind of... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I know what you go through. I know what you go through. I support you.
I know you do.
And I put out the information that I have at the current time. And if it gets updated, you do a good job of getting it on the radio, and I'm listening to it.
Well, we try, and sometimes we don't get all of our stuff in a row. I'm still getting apologies from my guy, the guy that works for us, who didn't get the promo updated, and it was still saying 4:30. And so he's apologizing all over the place. And all I'm saying is, look, let's just get it straight and get it right. I think whether I hear from anybody or not is, that's neither here nor there. We do this because we love doing it. That's what we do. We put it out there. We make it possible. Sometimes it doesn't go right. I can't tell you how many times we've had internet issues, we've had camera issues, we've had transmitter issues, we've had computer issues, we've had stuff that's cratered in the middle of a most important game. I mean, we're not immune to problems. I'm watching the dog show this weekend. I don't know if you watched any of the Westminster Kennel Club dog show this weekend.
No, I have not.
We watched the judging, and we watched the main show and all that kind of stuff. And, I mean, there were problems even Fox Sports had. The big broadcast on Saturday night, they had some kind of internet uplink something. I mean, it was going and and they had to cut to a commercial, and then they had to come back on and say we apologize. They cut to one of the reporters who's doing an interview with a kid and his dog, and the mic's not working. I mean, it even happens to the big boys.
Yes, it does.
The difference between the big boys and us is they've got millions of dollars worth of equipment and teams of people running around, to do that. Generally, it's me and Isaiah, or me and Tanner, or me.
Yeah.
And so we have issues and we work through them. So we're not perfect, and we have things that go wrong. But my gosh, the work that our team goes through to get this stuff out there, and it just kind of, I guess it was 106 degrees. I was hot. I was tired. I was sweating. I had to walk out to the outfield camera 2 times because I couldn't get it, get the angle right. And then that email came in, and I think I just lost it there for a minute. And I shouldn't have, and so I apologize for losing it. But anyway, it is what it is, right?
Yep.
And tomorrow's going to be crazy because you're about to give us the schedule of what's happening for this week. So is that where we're at? Is this week's schedule, or what do we do next here?
The radio history and the quotes.
All right, let's do the radio history and the quotes, if you don't mind, Mr. Barking.
June 14th, today, Warren Harding was the first president to broadcast on radio in 1923. June 17th, Superman premiered in 1942. Adventures of Philip Marlowe premiered in 1947. June 18th, Clayton Bud Collyer was born in 1908. Adventures of Ellery Queen premiered in 1939. June 20th, Errol Flynn was born in 1909. Radio quotes of the week. Question: how much does a lizard weigh? Answer: it depends on their scales. Aaron Irving.
That was a good one, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. There was nothing there. We have come a long way. Ginny Bush about Carol's Garden.
That's true. That's true.
I'm winning the $5 million, and I will remember you.
Did I say that?
You said that to Mike Winters about the Backs to the Max drawing.
I will remember you guys.
Okay, here's the calendar.
All right.
Team tennis all week. June 15th, Tuesday, tomorrow. Softball versus Lovington. At home, 5:30 and 7:30. Baseball versus Lovington. It's moved to here. It's 5 and 7. The 17th, Lake Arthur Small School State Track Meet will go on. State Girls Tennis at Berlin. Now that's at 2 o'clock. Friday the 18th, District Track here at home. And that's been moved to 10 o'clock. The baseball at Goddard has been moved to 4:30 and 6:30 on Friday. And Sunday is Selection Sunday for baseball and softball. And golf is somewhere in there too. The results will be out by 10 o'clock. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. And next week we're going to wrap it up with the baseball and softball and the golf.
That's right. And no, is track next week or is track this week? I was looking at some other things here. Is that this week or next week?
The small schools like Lake Arthur play this week.
Okay.
Next is the large schools with Artesia.
Right. And they did, they, meaning the NMAA, I guess with the blessing of the governor, or either they didn't tell her or whatever, are going to allow teams to stay overnight. So, and it's up to the district. And our superintendent, Mr. Knoll, said last week, of course, we'll be letting our kids go up and stay overnight.
And if I know when they're leaving, I will send them off.
I know you will. Did you get your pictures, by the way?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I know I got to talk to Lana.
Well, I think she wants to buy one from you so we can have it here for the studio. So, but I'll let you guys work that out and get that all figured out. Barking Guy, as always, you are awesome. Thank you so much for giving us all this vital information on what's going on. I know it's been a weird school year, but you've been there, and I can't tell you how many people I hear when you start barking. Hey, there's the Barking Guy. It's like we're getting back to normal. And we hear it on the broadcast. Our microphones pick it up, and I'm sure the folks in the stands appreciate it too.
Yeah, but sometimes I replay the broadcasts, and I hear the bark.
I will say from time to time, and I do this in all kindness, you'll say something like, "Get a hit and I'll bark," and I'll say, "Well, you're going to bark anyway."
So, sometimes that happens, like in a sack fly or a sacrifice that advances the runner or a pass ball.
Yep.
That scores a runner. I'll bark. They didn't get a hit, but I barked anyway.
That's right. No, you're always there to support the kids, and we appreciate it. Look what I just got, Barking Guy. Let's see.
Kith and Kin.
Kith and Kin is here. Tana's taking all the coffee. Must be a four coffee day today.
Yeah, it's a Monday. I need mine too.
Let's see. Let me hold it up there for your camera so you can see. Let's see. It's
that scone looks delicious.
Yep. They look wonderful. And then I guess I'll hold it up for that camera there. I'm going to switch to this shot. Let's see. I'm on one. I'm going to switch to that shot right there and hold it up for the camera for the folks at home that are watching online, Kith and Kin. All right, we're going to talk about this. I think Pastor Perry's been trying to get a hold of me.
Yep.
My office phone and my cell phone's been ringing. And
Pastor Perry, you're on next. Go.
All right. All right, Barking Guy, send us off.
Go Dogs. Arf!
All right, you have a wonderful day. It's going to be a hot one today. Let's get the latest from Steve-O.